The most important thing that we can do for our children is to pray for them. Of course, we're supposed to provide for them and make sure they have food and clothing and shelter. Of course, we're supposed to provide that. But the most important thing that we can do as parents is to pray for our children. And I know nobody likes to think of it, but this is a true fact that Satan is around every corner and he's waiting to get our kids' attention. He wants to get our children focused on him, focused on the world, focused on worldly things so that they will not look to God. There's so many distractions. There's games and movies and fashion, and kids thinking they have to blend in and mix with the world. And Satan uses that. He uses the fact that being a Christian in kids' eyes and the world's eyes is not cool. That's what Satan uses. And he will use people, he will use their friends, he'll use the world influence. And Satan will use all of that. So it is so important to make sure to pray for your children. I know it's hard these days, as fast as the world is and as busy as we make ourselves with work and everything. But we have to make time for our children. We have to. Because, and I've said this before, because if we don't make time for our children, Satan will make time for our children. And I'm telling you right now, he knows how to get their attention. He knows what attracts them. He knows what to put in front of them. And if we are not on our game, if we are not praying for them almost every second, and that may sound like it's unreasonable, but if you've got a spare thought in your brain, it should be. And I'm not saying I do it, but I should. We should be praying for our children almost constantly. And I'm not saying that you're a bad parent if you haven't prayed constantly for your kids, and I'm not saying that only the good parents pray for their kids. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that we have got to be aware, every parent, we all need to be praying for our kids, and not just one little prayer at night or one, like, if you happen to catch a thought to pray for your kids. I'm talking about earnestly, sincerely talking to God about your children, and talking to God, ask him to protect them in everything they do. When they step foot out of your sight, protect them. When they're in your sight, protect them. For him to show them the way and direct their path and help them learn all there is to learn about him so that they can spread the gospel to other people, and to keep the distractions and the temptations down. That's our duty. In my opinion, that's our main job, a parent's main job. So I know that I've been convicted about it. I've not done it like I should, and I'm going to start more, because when you think about what's waiting for our kids around every corner, it's very scary. It should scare us. It should scare us if we are not praying for our children. So, I urge everyone to just really buckle down. If it's not easy for you, we got to make it easy, because they deserve it. Our kids deserve our prayers.